Anyone looking for an estate with a budget of over 20 grand will soon learn there's no shortage of options. There are high-specification family estates such as the Ford Mondeo or Skoda Octavia. Or if you prefer a prestige name, there's always this, the BMW 5 Series Touring. The 5 Series Saloon was Whatcar's undisputed executive champion for 7 years. But what happens when you stick a big boot on the back? The 6-cylinder petrol engines are carried over from the previous 5 and have the same creamy power. There's a choice of 3 diesels, all offering plenty of pull even when fully loaded, especially the 535D, which makes you question why anyone would buy a petrol V8 version. Every 5 Series Touring has self-levelling rear suspension to ensure that heavy loads don't affect its road manners. In fact, the Touring falls only fractionally short of matching the Saloon's supreme abilities, with agile handling and incredible poise. We prefer the optional active steering for its extra sharpness, but sports suspension and larger alloy wheels upset the 5's supple ride. When pushed, the engines emit a suitably sporting bark, but this is entirely down to the driver. Opt for a relaxed style and they're muted. The diesels are a shade more audible than their petrol counterparts, but there's a sporting thrum rather than an unpleasant clatter. BMW has replaced the profusion of buttons for the stereo and ventilation with simple rotary dials. They can also be worked through the complicated iDrive system, a dial behind the gear lever linked to a dash-mounted display. The driving position is excellent, thanks to multiple adjustment for the seat and wheel. Although it's not as roomy as a Mercedes E-Class estate, the Touring offers more space than its predecessor and most of its rivals. Practicality is helped by a well-shaped boot, although the rear seats don't fold totally flat, and there's an electrically operated tailgate available as an optional extra. There's ample head and legroom for those in both front and rear seats. All models come with climate control, steering wheel mounted controls for the stereo, as well as the iDrive system, which operates the audio and ventilation systems. Every car is fitted with a CD player and electrically powered seats. The Touring carries a hefty premium over saloon versions of the 5 Series, but with competitive contract hire rates, the 5 is a firm favourite among business users. The 520i and 520d are the most attractive to company users thanks to their lower emissions, while strong resale values will appeal to private buyers. BMW's attention to detail oozes from every joint in the 5 Series. This careful approach is evident in the cabin, where top-notch materials are used and put together to make a hugely appealing interior. With proven mechanicals from the previous car, reliability should not be an issue. The 5 Series Touring is beautifully built, impressively refined, and more than capable of carrying 5 adults, and more than enough luggage space for the most demanding families. It also carries over the fantastic driving dynamics from its award-winning saloon sibling. Who says load-carrying ability should compromise driving pleasure? Not BMW.